boys and girls, welcome to another edition of Mr. B.O.B, that's Outside Broadcasts. And today is a very special outside broadcast for you, the young boys and girls. You've heard of Jack and Ori, and you would have heard of Read with Mother. Well, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and little boys and girls, it's bedtime with Byron, as I read you a bedtime story. And this story is called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Are you sitting comfortably? Hurry up. Then I will begin. Once upon a time, there was a king and a queen, and they had a beautiful baby girl. The king and queen called her Snow White. The queen died soon after Snow White was born. I hope it wasn't during, actually, the delivery, but she died. The king was sad and lonely. But only 1 year later, he marries again. 1 year. I hope if I died, whoever I'm going to marry, we all know who that is, he won't only last a year. He should be in black for the rest of his life. Anyway, back to the story. The new queen was very beautiful. She liked to look at herself in the mirror. The queen had one very special mirror. It was magic. Every day she would look at the magic mirror and she would say, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" And the mirror would answer, "You are the fairest." One day the queen looked into the mirror and she said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" And the mirror said, "You were the fairest, shining light, but now the fairest is Snow White." The queen was very cross and she called for her servant. "Take Snow White into the forest and kill her," said the queen. The servant took Snow White into the forest. "I don't want to kill you. Run away, please," said the servant. "Run away as fast as you can." "Please don't leave me. Oh, please don't leave me," said Snow White. He left her near a cottage. Snow White walked to the cottage and she knocked on the door. There was no answer, so she went in. She saw 7 little chairs around a table, and then she saw 7 little beds. Snow White was very tired, so she lay down in one of the beds. 7 little dwarfs lived in the cottage. 7 little men all living in a cottage together. Each day they went into the hills and digged for gold. Going for gold. Do you remember that quiz programme, Going for Gold? That night they came back to the cottage and they found Snow White fast asleep. When she woke up, she told them her story. "You can stay with us," said the dwarfs. The next day, the 7 dwarfs went into the hills to dig for gold. Snow White stayed in the cottage. Lucky bitch. "Don't let anyone in," said the dwarfs to Snow White. Back at the palace, the queen looked into her magic mirror again and she said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" And the mirror said, "You were the fairest, shining bright, but now the fairest it still is Snow White." The queen was very cross. She put some poison in an apple. She dressed up as an old woman and she went to the cottage. Snow White opened the door and saw the old woman. "Would you like an apple from an old woman?" said the old woman. But it really was the queen. "Yes, please," said Snow White, and she took one bite of the apple, and she fell to the ground. When the 7 dwarfs came home, they couldn't wake Snow White. They were all very sad. The dwarfs put Snow White into a glass box. Not a glass coffee table, a glass box. And a prince came riding by. He saw Snow White. "What a beautiful girl," he said. The prince opened the glass box and he kissed Snow White. The kiss woke her up. She saw the prince and she fell in love with him. "Will you marry me?" said the prince. "Oh, said Snow White. One day the Queen looked into her magic mirror and she said, "You were the shining bright, but now the much fairer it is Snow White." The Queen was so cross that she disappeared. And that's it. That is the story. So ladies and gentlemen, please, it's time to tell your boys and girls to go to bed because bedtime with Byron is over. Good night.